This little bottle is Fireball. They make it in different sizes. You've seen this in a liquor store, you've seen this at a bar, you've probably consumed it at some point in your life. And here is how they scam you. Do you have the smaller version of Fireball? Do you have it in like the shooters here? So this is Fireball. What if I told you there's another type of Fireball that is actually secretly scamming the world, and it actually made the Fireball company a lot of money? And that's what we're gonna find out the other Fireball looks like. And while we do that, let me just explain a couple things. Fireball is labeled as whiskey. However, it's not actually whiskey. There's a big business lesson here, and I want to take away how they've been able to make hundreds of millions of dollars throughout their lifetime, and how they went from basically almost bankrupt to being one of the biggest alcohol companies in the world. On the bottle, it says it's whiskey. In order to be whiskey, you need a certain percentage of whiskey in your drink. However, Fireball isn't actually whiskey. Fireball was on the brink of bankruptcy. They were about to go out of business. And they actually were owned by McGillicuddy's, which McGillicuddy's commonly has McGillicuddy Schnapps, which is their mint flavored. The owner of Fireball just said, let's just cut off the McGillicuddy's, let's cut off all of it. And let's also rebrand it to give it more of a unique flair. And let's give it to the most popular demographic of people who drink alcohol, college students. Now, college students commonly don't have a lot of money, and they are all at bars, so let's make cheap shots that people are taking at bars that are essentially free. $5, $6 compared to a $15 vodka shot sounds pretty nice and reasonable. And also, it tastes like candy. And the reason it tastes like candy is because Fireball actually isn't even alcohol at all. It has some traces of alcohol, some traces of whiskey, but overall, it's just schnapps. And that's why it tastes like candy, is because they can put whiskey on the bottle and say that you're drinking whiskey, when in reality, you're just drinking glorified beer. And then there's something even crazier about Fireball that no one really knows about, and this unlocked them $70 to $80 million. And it has to do with gas stations. Gas stations can't sell alcohol at all. It's why they only sell beer. But why are they able to get away with selling an alcohol like Fireball? Well, like I said, Fireball's not even liquor. And actually, if you just remove the word whiskey on the bottle and you leave the word cinnamon and you make a very small print that says malt, you're just selling Fireball cinnamon, which isn't even a liquor. It's actually qualified as a beer. And it's funny that it's a beer because they actually won one of the best beer awards in the entire country. And that's funny because Fireball was supposed to be a whiskey. Here's the business lesson. Fireball's bottles are really small, and people really don't care what it looks like. They care what they think they're buying. And when people aren't actually closely paying attention and they're looking to just get fucked up and it's a Friday night, they don't really care what they're doing or where they get their alcohol. They just care what they think they're buying, which is they think that they're buying Fireball, when in reality, they're just buying beer at a gas station along with all the other things. And this is how Fireball blew up and became so popular and so accessible. There's this concept in business that we talk about, the blue ocean strategy. You should find a market that is fully unsaturated, which in today's day and age seems impossible. But Fireball found an unsaturated market. They were competing in a gas station market with typical beers and seltzers when they claimed to be alcohol. The business lesson isn't just being sneaky with the wording that you use, placing yourselves in gas stations. The business lesson here is understanding that the best way to stand out and unlock millions of dollars of revenue for you and your business is to go places where your competition is not. So these sneaky marketing tactics have allowed Fireball to beat its competition for years and get ahead of everybody else. And honestly, some people would even say that's a scam. And then there's another part of Fireball's marketing strategy that nobody even talks about. The fact that in the early days when they were reviving the company from bankruptcy, they had ambassadors walking around giving out free shots, which is, in today's day and age, not common. You don't see a lot of companies going ahead and giving out free alcohol to people, buying shots for a table of college people, which made the brand seem so lucrative, and it seems so fun to get free shots. And people could even see this and analyze the marketing strategy and say, I don't want to buy free shots for people, without actually seeing the long-term ROI. Fireball understood something very crucial to its marketing plan. Word of mouth is the only thing that matters. And when you give people an amazing experience one time, they'll come back forever. The only other common place where you would find a marketing strategy like this is with energy drink brands. If you've ever been to Nashville or any major city, every now and then you might see a group of girls or a group of guys handing out free Red Bulls. The most expensive part about owning and operating a business is acquiring a customer the very first time. Once you've acquired a customer and gotten them into your ecosystem, they will come back over and over and over as long as the product is good. So giving out a free can of Red Bull or Monster, or in this case, buying free shots of Fireball for college students, it makes sense because as long as the product is good, people will return for the remainder of their life.